So the poem is really very...
Days pass, yet with the end so near, they forgot who was here long ago before they claimed the earth. So in spite of this madness, this theory and theories of misunderstandings, misconceptions, people with different perceptions form in the so-called rational brain, becoming more brainless with time, while the moon never ceases to shine more brightly than ever, except on an eclipse of dark omens. So I ask you again, have you seen the moon blush? Thank you.
Please weep no more. O woman, please stand on your feet. Why should you be a chop of board? You are strong, and I am sure you'll be able to walk on. Woman, weep no more. You are now a woman of substance, a woman, a courageous woman. So woman, weep no more. Woman, weep no more. Thank you.
Sometimes we feel that defiance is a very negative aspect of our nature. But then at times as women, we need to fight that defiance, or we need to, defy some negative forces so that we're able to go ahead and pursue our dreams and become successful. So this poem is also about a certain female who has to go against her family's wishes of becoming, who they wanted her to be. But then she gathered her courage, she built up her confidence, and she went ahead with her dreams, and she was successful at that. So the name of the poem is She Is. No, she replied, I can't do your thing. As eyes rolled and lips smirked, heads turned to gaze upon her. They wondered at her petite self, with utterances that never matched her garb. Could she be little but so bold? Could she be lovely yet so cold? Her father, once a stern young man, would never had it their way. Her mother, oh, so full of spark, who melted even the coldest heart. Her birth was joyous, all could tell. The whole world seemed to dance around her in awe of what she would turn out to be. If strong she would, they yet to see. Days passed and years did swiftly fly. It dawned upon her one day that she could live her life only if she learned to trust herself. Full well she groomed her countenance to clothe herself with confidence and dance among the stars, defying every situation then to make her mark again. Thank you.
Im lang sat lang ki ka serngil ki jing len yar bak ang shirkhei ktak ti thombor ya ki kan thai ki reu thrang do ki reu thrang snam shakyat shayeng ki prong ki kam ka sang kama kim nyaw por sho khlong khna bong pat song thu kan thai long me ngin to shaprang jing start ban te jing start ban lang Pule buthi hap trei minot ban lai sha khom ban lai sha khnyot klem tien klem ri ngin trei shi tong pule ki kon bat tho khulong ngin tur na phang rai e rai da ban yo ban trei ki kam ki jam ken thei long mi ngin yang tli num shong pan pan ni tlan kti ban trot kama ban trot ka dien liren yang kan thai ban su ban si kasngi burom satlak per thai kasngi lat lut yaki kan thai rakhe baro hasalon sang jing suk jing shngan bakan san sha kan thai long kmi ban byang purang ban thau kilat ai jing yada kamet kan shngai men siam kan tingen kasngi basu kasngi bakmen kublai
Without her. I mean, it's so nice that, here is somebody who's a woman and who's a hero, and somebody just made, a message out of it. So, it's my great pleasure to be here
be with you all. Graceful ladies, I think like one of you said, to participate in the, I think the 111th, International Women's Day. If I'm not mistaken, it started in 1911, so it's a very auspicious number. And I look at the theme of this year's celebration. It says, gender equality today for a sustainable tomorrow. It's a very interesting, theme. But I thought before I speak on, the theme, let me talk about, women's movement a bit. Women's movement and, social media. Today's social media is so important. It is a platform, for especially women to speak up, to be heard. It encourages solidarity. I mean, because of social media, we are so connected. It enables people to share their experiences, get peer support. I mean, amazing things that are happening. And I don't know if you've heard, I'm sure you must have heard of Me Too movements. And how do you know? Living in Shillong, we know about Me Too. It came out in 2017. It's a tweet by an actress, Alyssa Milano, I think. So this tweet, in social media led to a deluge of disclosures by women who were otherwise, silent for so long against, sexual harassment, against discrimination. So see what a simple tweet, what social media platform can do for women. You also have something called Time's Up. Again, it's hashtag Time's Up. Again, it speaks about, it's a social media platform, again, which talks about discrimination against women, inequality, and all those aspects. We also have something called, I'm so glad that there are also men here. It's a hashtag, it's again a movement called He for She. It's a movement where you need, somebody just mentioned that we need, we need our partners, we need men. So it's a movement where, men take up, issues relating to women. So I think this, if I'm not mistaken, is started by, I may be wrong. But again, it's a movement where, you garner help of other people, other than, women to take up our cause. Then there's also something called Bring Back Our Girls. That's again a hashtag, Bring Back Our Girls. This is, you remember, was it 3 or 4 years ago? About 276 girls, in a village called Chibok in Nigeria. They were kidnapped by Boko Haram. So that again is a movement, and I remember Michelle Obama was then, the first lady in America, and she worked for this movement, and there was a picture of her, with a placard saying, Bring Back Our Girls. So there are, again, something called Ni Una Menos. This is something, it's a movement which started in Argentina, it spread to all the Latin countries. It is started by, writers and journalists who are fed up with, reading about daily deaths, daily murders of women, and the passivity of the authorities, the police, and all that. So this again, went overboard, and it spread to all, Latin countries. We have something called the Orange the World. So you go paint and buildings and light up buildings in orange, again highlighting women's issues. For instance, Me Too, in fact, it's there in many other countries with their own language. In their own language, we have a hashtag Me Too. In Italy, in Spain. So all these, are movements which have come up because of the, of social media. I can name some. In India, we have I Will Go Out. Again, hashtag I Will Go Out. This is again a protest by women who are, who are blamed, like they are victims and they are blamed for, the kind of things that are happening to them. So the worst thing you should do is when you to blame a victim. So they said, okay, why should we be blamed? Let's start a movement. I will go out. These things happen not because I'm going out. These things happen because it's the world, the attitude of the world. So let's change that. Let's go out. We should not sit at home and do nothing. So I will go out in India. Of course, there's so many of these movements. It's so amazing that they've caught on all over the world. So I think everyone, not to our stature, but do something about
There's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep my head high. 'Cause you're always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's a climb. There's times I'm facing, there's times I'm taking. Sometimes I'm on the ground, no one like me. I know that over, but there are moments that I'm gonna remember this way. Just gonna keep going. I gotta be strong. Just keep pushing on. 'Cause there's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna wanna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. Sometimes I'm gonna have to lose. Ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb.